excuse me, Mark, here I got a question for Jason.
Yep.
Defensive line talent, man, it got to get you hyped, don't it? That Clemson guy, Breezy, Davis. I mean, we were talking about Peyton Page. I mean, that dude is huge. I mean,
Clemson's going to be deep along the interior of the defensive line this year, as deep as they've been in a while. You know, behind Breezy and Tyler Davis, got guys like third-year guy Ruka Rojo,
Capehart.
Yeah, DeMonte Capehart, Trey Williams, all young guys. Then you got freshman Peyton Page. I think he's 6'5" and 350, 340, something like that. He's a mountain of a man. He's a big old boy. He's going to be eating up double teams along the interior of that defensive line for a few years. You know, it might take him a year to get on the field, but Clemson saw a couple of defensive tackles leave via transfer, and I think that speaks to how much depth and how much talent, how much youthful talent they have, man. You know, I think they've just one of those where they saw the writing on the wall, and they knew if they wanted to play in their final season as much as they wanted to play, they needed to go elsewhere and do it, because those young guys, man, they're coming up fast.
Oh yeah, and isn't Darnell Jeffries? He's still there too, right?
Yep, Darnell Jeffries is still there too. Capehart, I think he's going to be out most of the spring too. Not all of it, but most of it coming back. Or either Williams, one of those guys. I can't remember which one. One of those young defensive tackles.
That 2018 class, I know we still got some people there, but you know, you had KJ Henry who's still there, and Kendrick, Goodrich, Dixon. I know we need to talk about the running back position, but look who we lost and what his team could have been. Mike Jones. We lost Belt, the defensive tackle. We lost Michaels. I think he went up to Carolina. We lost a lot of guys off that team that didn't go pro. And you know how I felt about Carmen Jackson. I don't really think he should have went, but you know, I don't think he's going to be a first-round pick or a second-round pick. But hey, he did what's best for his family.
Yeah, I would have liked that. You know, I don't never knock a guy for entering the draft, because I don't never know that guy's situation, you know. But I think he is one of those guys that if he'd have come back for another season, he could have helped himself. I think he had the potential to be a first-round draft pick if he'd have come back and played well next year. But I still think he's, at worst, a mid-round pick this year. You know, he's got a very high ceiling, and he's a left tackle, man. There's a high premium on left tackles in the league. So somebody's going to like what they see in him. But, yeah.
You flip over to the right side in the pros?
I mean, he could play tackle either side. So, you know, if he can play, he could. It's possible. I'm not a big NFL guy, so once they leave college, I don't keep up with them a whole lot. But,
okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility he could go over to play the right side. But I think he might even be more suited to play the right side if I had to, you know, think about it. Yeah, I think he definitely could have helped himself if he'd come back, but I mean, he had his reasons for leaving. I don't know what they were. I'm sure I'm never going to knock a guy for leaving early, man, because that's a lot of money to turn your nose up at. You never know when the next snap's going to be your last snap, man, and that's a lot of money on the line for those kids.
Yeah, because I think AJ Terrell is proving me and Bobby wrong a whole lot, because, you know, he gave we didn't think that he should have go pro after the LSU game. And in the pros, he's been amazing, because I think he was the highest rated cornerback last year in the pros. I think it was. But
yeah, you got to be careful not judging those defensive backs off one back game, man. He definitely got torched against LSU. But, you know, those were NFL receivers and a first-round NFL quarterback that was throwing on those defensive backs, and he had all day to throw the ball, and Clemson wasn't putting no pressure on him, man. I mean, it was just nobody stopped LSU that year, man. I never judged Terrell based on that performance. If he'd have been judged based off that performance, he definitely wouldn't have went in the first round.